Writing an impactful and provocative hook is critical to not only getting more engagement for your sales copy, but also more views for your videos going into 2022. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Rick. I'm a brand strategist, copywriter, and entrepreneur. And today we're going over 3 ways that you can improve your hooks in order to increase the engagement your sales pages and videos get in 2022. But before we get started, remember to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on any of our new videos coming up. So let's get this thing started. So to start off real quick, I feel like we need some context. What is a hook and how is it used to create engagement? Well, your hook is, in a sense, your stopping power. It's the first thing that your viewer reads or hears that causes them to stop their scrolling and pay attention to whatever it is that you've put in front of them. A hook is often written following the writing of actual sales copy or a video script, and can be placed either before or even as part of your initial headline. A popular example of this is a famous piece written by Gene Schwartz that I'm actually gonna put up right here for you all to see. It reads, "Sneaky little arthritis trick. With natural foods and do-it-yourself secrets that pain-proofed 100 men and women like you." As you can see, the hook is designed to stop the reader by offering a solution to a painful problem the reader is experiencing. And it frames it in a way that gives the reader that feeling that not only will these solutions be simple and effective, but they're likely unknown to the reader, they haven't been tried yet. The subsequent headline, or the subheadline in this case, provides a bit more context and info to fill in the gaps that the headline doesn't explain, and in a sense, greases the slide to intrigue the reader to continue through the article. So how do you create hooks like these, and more importantly, how do we avoid making it come across like hyperbolic clickbait? The answer actually may be easier than you think with this process. The first step to improve your engagement is actually a 2-parter, but it's extremely important that these 2 things go together, which is why I've combined them into one step. Those things are first knowing specifically who your audience is, and secondly, which emotion that you want to tap into, or even which emotion that they may best respond to.
Who is your daddy and what does he do?
Going back to the Gene Schwartz example, the audience was people suffering from arthritis. Men and women both, probably an older demographic, frustrated by the pain and searching for relief. The emotion Gene tapped into is not only the feeling of relief from this pain, but also the pride of knowledge, knowing the trick or the secret that maybe others didn't. And even the relatability or social proof that he said at the end, notice the hundreds of men and women just like you. This caused the reader to want to continue because they related to the article and wanted the relief from the pain. Combining emotions with a specific audience is crucial to getting viewers to stop in their tracks and pay attention to what you put in front of them. The second step is one honestly really changed the game for me, and was told to me by one of my writing mentors. And that step was to warm up your creative brain by reading and writing down a bunch of hooks or headlines others have written. Just like a baseball pitcher warming up their arm in the bullpen before heading to the mound, you too have to warm up your brain to think creatively and put yourself in a mental state to write a compelling hook. So how do you do this? Well, I start my warm-up by visiting sites like Upworthy and BuzzFeed, which are typically jam-packed with effective and tested headlines and hooks. I start by scanning through the article headlines and seeing which ones grab me and why. I identify key elements in the headlines like the intended audience, the promised value, and even the emotions that the writer uses. And this really gets the creative gears in my head turning to actually write a hook. For me, sites like these are a goldmine for creative hooks. After going through and analyzing these for a while, I can then return to my copy or my script that I've already written and start jotting down as many ideas that pop into my head about the subject as possible. The third step is another extremely important one. It is to make your hook precise, personalized, and provocative.
Our mom says that our dad is a real sex machine.
Good.
Use specific numbers, short and concise sentences that make it so your reader can easily understand them, and most importantly, an open value loop, meaning the viewer will have to continue reading or watching to get the value or the result that they're looking for. Grease the slide, so to speak. With these, you will be able to create more engagement and improve the success of your sales copy and videos. But remember to test the headlines before you just start slapping them on to a sales page and sending them out. There's a lot of times where it may sound good to you to put in a hook that maybe to your audience doesn't work or doesn't resonate with them. So at this point, you might be asking, but how do I avoid my hook coming off like clickbait? The answer to that is actually very simple. Provide the value that your hook promises. Clickbait articles get a bad rap because they promise and don't deliver, leaving the reader or the viewer unsatisfied and angry. But if your hook satisfies the need that it creates in your audience, then it's not clickbait. Not only will your audience be happy that they read it, but they'll likely be more inclined to read and watch your next one too because of the value that you've given them. So I hope you found these tips helpful. If you did, please remember to like and subscribe. And if you have any other tips that I didn't mention that someone else could find helpful, please drop them in the comments section so we can help each other improve. Thanks for watching, and I'll see y'all on the next one.